Well, the restrictions have impacted on us all in some way, but for the thousands of people caring for disabled or unwell friends or family, the past 15 months have been especially tough. New research has found that over 80% of unpaid carers have had no respite since the start of the pandemic. Carers Trust Scotland say the report highlights the challenges faced by unpaid carers in Scotland. Here's Brandon Cook.
Often when you look at a dementia patient, you forget that behind that there was a life. He was a long-distance runner. People knew John because he ran so much, and suddenly he is a diminished man. It's almost like the flesh has been taken from his bones.
Fran is still a devoted wife to her husband John, but his advancing vascular dementia means she's an unpaid carer too.
Look, Brandon, you've got the first apple.
For a few hours today, John was at daycare, which meant Fran could have some well-earned respite in the comfort of her back garden. But these few hours of quiet have been 15 months in the making. It's been a lockdown full of strain and mental hardship. Over the past 15 months, what's it been like living here with John?
It was desperate. It was quite desperate at times. People are very kind. My community is very kind. But it's not their issue, it's my issue. And it was myself and my young daughter around the corner, and that was it. I felt very alone. I became very tired and very depressed very quickly, and it just seemed to be endless.
What's it been like having no respite?
The only way I can describe it was I felt as though I was living in a perspex box, and I could see what was happening out there, but I couldn't access it. I couldn't access the world. I had to care for my husband 24/7. And that's why respite care and daycare was so vital for people like myself, because otherwise you are trapped.
New research by Carers Trust Scotland lays the pandemic strain on people like Fran bare. Over 80% of unpaid carers say they've had no respite since March last year. Lockdowns meant many have been unable to share caring responsibilities with family and friends, and other services were disrupted. The lack of a break means nearly all said they're caring more than before. Meanwhile, around 3/4 of those providing support to unpaid carers say their workload has increased.
We found that many carers were feeling much more isolated and really struggling with the weight of the responsibility of continuing to provide crucial care for the person that they care for throughout a very, very difficult time.
The Scottish Government says it's committed to establishing a national care service by the end of this parliamentary term. For Fran and thousands like her, any help can't come quickly enough. Brandon Cook, STV News.